You guys know I've been playing Spider-Man PS4, right? Why am I asking that? Of course you do. If you guys haven't checked out my live streams of Spider-Man PS4, gadget list, feel free to check it out. I kind of stopped playing it. I mean, my PS4 doesn't work, and you know what? That's a completely different topic. I'm not here to discuss about that. Anyways, I've been playing Spider-Man PS4, and they introduced a lot of characters in it. Like they introduced almost all of the Sinister Seven, and they introduced pretty new characters too, and characters we haven't seen before, like Mister Negative, and there's a lot of characters, throwback characters, that we've seen before, or you know, like Doctor Activities. That was nice, It's not the typical Green Goblin as the main villain. That was nice, Having someone else as the main villain, not racing Lizard. The previous game we had like Lizard, we had Octavius. We didn't have Octavius. We had Lizard, we had Craven, we have all those characters. So it was nice for a change, to have different characters and to see characters we haven't seen before. But I still feel like there's so many characters that can be introduced. And now there isn't just 10 characters. There's so many more than 10 characters that we haven't seen in Spider-Man. But these are the 10 characters that I would really love to see in the Spider-Man games. And of course, there are other characters I would like to see too. But these are just the top 10 that I really, really would like to see. Anyways, enough with the ranting. Let's start with the video. Anyways, number 10. Number 10 would be my boy Daredevil. And you guys are probably wondering, Daredevil is your favorite Marvel hero. Why isn't he first? Well, this is not a list about my favorite, character I want. And like, of course, I want Daredevil in the game, but I'm kind of ranking these as likelihoods, I guess. There's two different factors, how much I like the character and likelihood. Now, the likelihood Daredevil is gonna be in the next Spider-Man game is very, very low. It would be very nice, if we get a mini crossover between Daredevil and Spider-Man, whether it be a side mission or a main mission, Daredevil doesn't have to be like a main part of the story, but, like a side mission with him would be nice. Maybe Spider-Man goes to court and he has like Matt Murdock as his lawyer or something like that. They can work with Daredevil, and they have so many hints that Daredevil is in the game too. So they can introduce Daredevil, and that could possibly introduce into a Daredevil game. Who knows? But the likelihood of Daredevil actually being in the game is honestly, in my opinion, a little low. I hope he's gonna be in the game, but who knows? Really, it's a game focused on Spider-Man, so probably not. Anyways, number 9. Number 9 would be Craven. Now, Craven is part of the only part of the Sinister 7 or Sinister 6. I don't even remember. Oh, there's also Lizard, but I'm not sure if he counts. But yeah, he's the only one that we haven't really seen. We haven't really seen Craven, And Craven, I feel, is a pretty interesting character, he looks like an average guy who's just strong. It's a very simplistic character. And it would be nice to see Craven. Craven he's an interesting character, to say the least. I kind of liked him in the previous game he was in. Anyways, number 7. Number 7 would be Mongol. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but Mongol is a villain in the Spider-Man comics or graphic novel that Spider-Man really has difficulty beating. It's like Spider-Man even admits Mongol is faster than him and stronger than him. So it would be a very interesting concept of how they could implement Mongol. It's not gonna be a stereotypical battle with every other villain, because Mongol is supposed to be it's supposed to be stronger and faster than Spider-Man. Similar to Venom. So they can't just simply make you fight him. You have to actually use strategy. I remember in one of the comics, the way Spider-Man defeated Mongol was he uses a bunch of tranquilizer darts. And they could implement that in some way. He maybe could get his help to try and beat Mongol. And Mongol could even be a main villain. But who knows? Honestly, I wouldn't like him to be main villain. I think he's more of a side villain. But I think if you were to introduce him, he's like main character material or main villain material. So it's like it might be a little difficult to work with him. Anyways, number 7. Number 7 would be Mysterio. Now, Mysterio, I know a lot of people wanted. And there's a pretty high chance that Mysterio is going to be in the game. And it'll be very interesting. His power is basically illusion, that pretty much he's like a fun villain, and he could replace Screwball. Screwball, I just don't like Screwball. Mysterio's like he could cast illusions. You know, he could put different people as another person. It's like no, I don't know how to describe his powers, but it's like and it's like illusion. It's like magic, I guess. It's like a weaker version, like Zatanna or Doctor Strange. You know, like with the illusion stuff. I think it would be pretty good, and like they could implement something that's like, oh, you have to use this strategy to find out who the real Mysterio is. They could do so many things with Mysterio, man. Like if you guys played the Spider-Man game for the DS, and there you fight Black Cat, and then with Black Cat basically it's like you fight her clones, and it's like you have to sneak up on her. You can't just simply attack her. They could use some kind of strategy similar with Mysterio, and better yet, some of the characters on the list too. All right, number six. Number six would be Lizard. Now Lizard, I feel like it's pretty much guaranteed he's gonna be in the next game. And you see, and Lizard is a very interesting character. I like Lizard. Just similar to a Mongol, he's stronger than Spider-Man. He's faster than Spider-Man. So it'll be a very interesting concept to add him, because you can't just simply fight him. You know, I hope they don't make you simply fight him. You know, implement some strategies into fighting him. You know, not just simply just spamming the triangle button, or not the triangle, but the square button 24/7, and then just occasionally press the circle button. If they introduce Lizard, it would actually be very, very, very nice. You know, and they can make him like they could implement a lot of things with Lizard. You know, although they would have to introduce Dr. Connors. It's like I'm not sure if you really want to include Dr. Connors as like the main villain, or Dr. Connors is like it's gonna be a pretty big arc for one game, so they're gonna have to make like multiple arcs. Like I don't know. They would have to make Lizard the main villain. It's like I don't know. I'm sure they can figure out a way to implement Lizard, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna add Lizard. Now number five. This one I'm pretty much guaranteed they're gonna add to the game. It's pretty much a no-brainer at this point. You know what? It's a guarantee they're gonna add this character in the game. And this is 100% at this point. Venom. Now pretty much. It's pretty much the same with all the other characters. He's stronger than Spider-Man, faster than Spider-Man. Yeah, that's a typical thing. But he's also weak to fire and weak to sound. So uh, you could see where I'm going with this. They could implement a very interesting strategy. You guys know where I'm going with this. But Venom is a very interesting character though. And he's pretty much has like the same abilities as Spider-Man. He's stronger than Spider-Man. He's faster than Spider-Man. It's like I really like Venom, and alongside Venom, they can introduce Eddie Brock. I'm not sure if they would make Venom an anti-hero or wait no, what am I talking about? Venom would be Harry Osborn. Yeah, they could kind of make Venom an anti-hero, I guess, kind of a way. And, you know, and who doesn't like anti-heroes? You know, it'd be very interesting to introduce an anti-hero to Spider-Man, because I don't think we had one in the Spider-Man PS4, did we? I don't think we did. I guess that Silver Sable was kind of like an anti-hero, I guess. I don't know. They could definitely make Venom like an anti-hero. You know, so at some points in the games, you know, he attacks Spider-Man, and at some points he helps Spider-Man. They can introduce a lot of cool concepts with Venom. Now, number four would be Carnage. Now, Carnage is stronger than Venom and Spider-Man combined. So he would definitely be a main threat in the game. So yeah, you can see how I'm listing these characters based on how interesting of a character they are, how strong they are. Because, you know, in Spider-Man PS4, there was a lot of repetitive just pressing the square button, you know? Yeah, the square button consistently, and just trying the circle button. I mean, there's some aspects where some kind of strategy as well, but it's really just the same thing. You just attack, 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 attack. So if they introduce Carnage, they can just introduce this concept, you know, that you can't just simply attack Carnage. You know, with these same with these other heroes too. It's like they can introduce so many cool concepts with Carnage, and this goes alongside Venom. If they're gonna introduce Venom, they can introduce Carnage. You know, it could be Venom and Spider-Man work together to take down Carnage. That would be very interesting. I'm not sure if he had a tag team battle in Spider-Man PS1 in the last game. I mean, like we had Silver Sable, right? Like Black Cat, but they could expand on that more with Venom, and maybe you could play as Venom too. Like you know, in Batman, you could play as two characters, Robin and Batman. They could do the same thing with Venom and Spider-Man. You could play as two characters. It would be nice, you know. And Carnage would be a great guy for that. Now the number three would be the Green Goblin, and that's pretty obvious. Green Goblin is Spider-Man's arch enemy. He pretty much has been built up in the last game in PS4. What kind of build up to hate Norman, you know, and the fact that he's gonna become Green Goblin, you know, it's kind of warming us up. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Green Goblin in the game. You know, he's Spider-Man's arch nemesis. You know, he's probably gonna be in the game. Now, these last two or the top two are not gonna be villains. They're just characters I would really like to see. You know, supporting characters, additional characters. You know. Now number two. Number two would be Silk. Now, if you guys don't know who Silk is, I don't blame you. Silk is this pretty thick character. She's this pretty thick character from the comics, and she's pretty much has Spider-Man's abilities, and you know, she pretty has a pretty hot suit and everything. Yeah, I might put a picture up. I might put a picture up in the screen or something like that. Yeah, introducing Silk would be nice, you know, and I hope they don't butcher her. You know how they did with Mary Jane. They made Mary Jane flat, so flat. But Silk, come on, don't make Silk flat. I please, I swear, don't make Silk flat. At least make her medium. Don't make her flat. Yeah, Silk is pretty thick. But yeah, I would like Silk, to be honest. She's not a real, you know, a character we see that often. So it'd be really nice to, you know, see her and her body and everything. Now, some honorable mentions, I guess. You know, these are characters that it's not necessarily I want in the game, but it would be, guess, pretty interesting to have in the game. Gwen Stacy's, I guess a love triangle, but I think Silk fits that better. Because Silk is actually was like a girlfriend of Spider-Man's, I think, in the comics. So yeah, but I really don't like Gwen. I prefer Silk. And another character would be let's remember Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist is a random character, just because I don't know. I feel like I just want Iron Fist, man. Like this, the probability of Iron Fist being in the game is the same as, you know, Luke Cage or any of those sort of characters. But I would like Iron Fist in the game, but the probability of Iron Fist being in the game, it's not that high. So I just all right. Now number one. Now not a lot of people know this, but Spider-Man actually has a sister. I'm not sure if this is canon or not. I'm pretty sure it's canon, but Spider-Man has a sister called Teresa Parker. Now, Teresa is actually younger than Peter. Now, I feel that would be interesting, you know? I mean, we already have a student-teacher relationship with Miles and Peter, so I wouldn't want, like, you know, like, Spider-Man's aunt died. Spider-Man's Aunt May died, and his uncle died. Literally everyone died of his. The only person he has, really, is freaking Miles and, what's that whole name? Mary Jane. Yeah, that's the only two characters he has that's actually close to him. And he doesn't really have, he has no living family members left, so if they introduce Teresa, it'd be very, like, he would still have a family member left, and, you know, you kind of feel happy for Spider-Man. He actually has a family member left. You know, Teresa is supposed to be younger than Spider-Man, and there's a whole arc dedicated to, you know, Teresa and Spider-Man. So it'd be nice, and it can implement Wilson Fisk more into the game, because that alien was not in the game that much in Spider-Man PS4. I mean, he was, but we only battled him once. It was kind of, I mean, he was a little challenging, but it's really because of his boyfriends and everything. It's not, he wasn't really a challenge himself, so, you know, they could implement Wilson Fisk into the next game, and he could be like working with the main villain or something like that, possibly, and like they could just introduce Teresa there. I don't know. I would really like to see Spider-Man's sister. We don't see Spider-Man's sister that often, especially in the game. So it'd be very nice to see Teresa. Anyways, yeah, that's my list of the characters I really want in the Spider-Man or the Spider-Man sequel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, obviously, and see you guys next time. Alright, so this is the end of the video. You can click off now if you want to. Yeah, this battle is just gonna take 1 or 2 minutes off of the video. This battle took a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, just enjoy the rest of the battle. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, just subscribe, like, all this, and I'll see you next time.